Round of applause. What a video producer sent forward.
Who always gives us a countdown.
Amazing. Has 30 seconds gone? It's probably an ad. Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Sweet, so that bit where I was telling Matt not to fucking worry about anything, it's in there as well. Awesome. Hey guys, welcome to Community Service, GameSpot's weekly, although not weekly, recently, live stream where we play games after work, drink a couple of beers, and generally have a good time. Matt Lees is here from XM UK.
I'm Matt Lees from XM UK. I appear to be blending into the background seamlessly.
That's because you wore black.
I know, I didn't realise.
No, that's okay. It would have been worse if you wore green.
It's good, it will help with my stealth tactics.
Yes.
I'll be basically invisible.
You kind of do look like a floating neck and head.
I'd look like that anyway because I'm really pale. But yeah, it's nice to be here.
Perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. I hear you're a fan of Counter-Strike. I
am. I'm really good at dying, also hiding in corners.
Perfect.
I don't like to call it camping, it's just pure cowardice.
Manning. We're going to play some Counter-Strike here. Manning. Here, have a beer. We're going to play some Counter-Strike. CS in your CS. I basically didn't want to have to Photoshop all of our faces onto people again, so I just went with Exhibit this week. So if you want to play Counter-Strike on your PC or your Mac, just realised I was looking at the wrong camera there. Add me on Steam, Daniel O'Dwyer. It was a time before people were calling me Danny. You know, now when people call me Daniel, it's like I'm in trouble.
Dark days, dark days.
Daniel.
Before the Danny was born, coming out of the cocoon of Daniel.
Before I came out of my mother.
A beautiful Danny butterfly.
Yeah. Matt is not a name that you can Matthew. Nah. You call yourself Matthew?
No, some people call me Matthew.
Matty. Matty,
nobody
calls. Shuffle.
No,
there's nothing.
Somebody once called me Matty.
What about you, Jonathan?
Didn't end well for them.
I've always hated the name Jonathan. So
Jonathan Chiodini sounds weird. Yeah, a bit.
Jonathan Chiodini.
It's gonna be.
My family called me Jack because it wasn't until age 6 anyone called me Johnny.
Wait, what? Why did they call you Jack?
Huh?
Why did they call you Jack? Your name's not Jack.
Jack is another abbreviation of Jonathan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone called me Max for a whole summer once. It was so cool, I just didn't, I didn't have the heart to say...
That's good.
Max Lees.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right.
I remember one time a kid came to my school and we were like, what's your name? We went, call me Bill. And we went, Bill? And he went, I mean, Will. It's like, okay, Will, good choice.
Nice try.
I have an ex-girlfriend who's called Yvonne Power. Power is actually the biggest surname in my hometown.
Power.
And she had a kid 2 years ago. Guess what she called the little boy?
Max. Nice. Yeah. Yvonne Power is good still though.
Yeah, Yvonne Power is pretty good. But like everyone in my hometown is called Power. Well, not everyone.
Power.
That'd be weird and incestuous. Okay, I'm accepting people on the Steam. I'm gonna go in and play it. Play some Counter-Strike.
So many friends.
Matt, why don't you tell the good people who are watching what it is you do and where you do it?
Well, I am.
And how do you do it, and what are you wearing while you do it?
I'm a wizard.
Okay.
No, I'm the staff writer at oxm.co.uk. You can go there now, and there's things
Don't
I've
go
done.
there now.
Don't go there now.
No,
No,
do go there.
Go there later.
I'm not saying don't go there.
Open a second tab, but don't look at it yet.
Yeah.
Look at this.
And keep UJs open as well.
And we also write a magazine called Official Xbox Magazine.
A magazine?
A magazine.
What?
It's made out of trees.
What's it about?
It's about video games.
What?
Oh, right.
Specifically Xbox video games.
Okay.
It's good, and actually the new issue is in the shops right now. So as soon as you finish watching this,
Isn't the new issue always in the shops?
Yeah, but
the fact that it's in the shops,
it's like brand spanking new.
make it the new one.
It's really new.
Do you ever put out old ones? Like, fuck it. You know, June 08 was a good one. Put it out again.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I like that. It might annoy people though when they take home a new magazine and then realise it's about games that came out 4 years ago. But other than that, I think it's flawless. Yeah, this game called Prey. The graphics are up though. But yeah.
It's, wait, why are people adding to my thing already? I don't like that.
Oh no, but Guy was asking if they can play.
Yeah, of course you can play. Anyone can play. Just add me, Daniel O'Dwyer.
Reachage says, I'd love to play, but I'd rather download Guild Wars 2.
Oh, well, you missed our live stream last week where everyone got together and we all downloaded Guild Wars 2 together.
Guild of Wars.
Guild of Wars 2.
Dom! Killeth that locust!
I think it's important to point out that I'm not sure if this is available in America or anywhere apart from Tesco in Southwark. But this is Pepsi Max Cherry. Can we get a zoom in on that? Now, for someone like me who drinks a lot of Pepsi Max,
He really does.
this is This is incredible. This is my royal wedding. What do you think, Seb?
I apologise in advance if you've got some sort of branding deal with Pepsi Max. I don't think it's not a patch on Cherry Coke. I'm really sorry. It's nice. I do like it, and if I get pulled off with some sort of stick in a second, then that's why. But it's all right. It's nice though.
Other brands are available. You know what? If we had a branding thing with Pepsi Max, I'd be the happiest man in the world. I know, that would literally save me about 50 quid a week. I would be delighted. I realised a couple of days ago that I drink more Pepsi Max than I drink water. So it's a good thing there's actually water in Pepsi Max, because I'd probably die.
Yeah.
In fact, I might do that thing. You know, you can drown by drinking too much water.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not in your lungs.
It's like, yes.
I was thinking, is your idea I'm going to drown myself with Pepsi Max?
Yes. In a bath.
You could just waterboard yourself.
That's
That way
the way-
you'd still live. And you would tell yourself anything you wanted to know.
Oh, waterboarding with Pepsi Max. All the
the
bubbles
best.
that go up your nose.
I like the idea that like, I drown myself in Pepsi Max. It's like my form of autoerotic asphyxiation. Like I really just love choking in a bath in Pepsi Max.
The only way I can feel pleasure as a man is by laying in a bath full of Pepsi Max.
and nearly dying.
Well, write that on your grave.
Yeah, it's already on my birth cert, so you know, you just copy and paste that bad boy. We're playing Nuke here against a bunch of bots who apparently have decided to not leave the spawn point. This is Counter-Strike Go, folks. If you've never played Counter-Strike before, you're probably not watching this live stream. This is...
You are, this will be an eye-opener.
Yeah, this is great. I love this. I used to play a lot of Source, not so much 1.6, and I like this. I like that Counter-Strike is now a thing again, and that it looks really nice.
It was a huge thing when we were younger. I tried to play it once, but by the time I was aware of what it was, everyone was so good that it was impossible to move without being shot in the head.
It's impenetrable. If you go play 1.6 now, there are like hundreds of French and German people playing it who are just like, they all look like they're... I literally didn't see anyone. That is the first time that has ever happened in a game of Counter-Strike.
That's great.
It's amazing. I should get some sort of achievement for that.
Quick thing from
Yes.
if you drink more than anything, if you drink more of anything than water, it's usually a great way to get type 2 diabetes. Says Caravalli.
What about milk?
Probably milk, because that's kind of fatty. And
It's not got sugar.
neither is Pepsi Max.
Nesquik in it.
But that's what type 2 diabetes. That's what type 2 diabetes.
I'm just reading what
Isn't it?
the chat says. We've also got a comment from Cumro Gav. Is Matt going to get his nips out or what? He asked.
Well,
I
I don't do that anymore,
right.
Kimura Gav.
That's why we're plying him with alcohol.
He is.
All right, standing on the box is not a great tactic. Gonna keep going back, accepting people's friend requests. Cameron Robinson wants to hop in apparently.
Chris Beaumont.
Invite to game. In game.
I really feel like I missed
Isn't
out
this
not
UI really
playing
good?
this game as a kid.
Yeah, no, I do as well.
I never even went near it.
It's in my top 5 regrets about games. Not
Right.
regrets about life. I've got
game regrets.
plenty of
What are the
them.
others?
I think the number one, because it probably would have changed, it's a weird thing to say, but it probably would have changed the landscape of how I played games quite substantially, was when I was about, I must have been about 12, 13, my dad said, oh, you know, some of the people in my office play video games after work. They link up all their computers and do LAN, and I said, all right, yeah, and he said, well, you can come and use my computer and do it if you want at some point.
Oh my
And
god,
I
your
said,
dad's awesome.
and I said, well, no, yeah. I said, well, what do they play? And he said, oh, it's a game called Quake. And I went, nah, I never heard of it.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, and this was like way before Quake was like a really big deal as well.
Wow, like Quake 1.
So I could have been,
World.
like really good at online shooters. Instead, I just sort of enjoy them and run around dying and laughing.
Yeah, I enjoy that in a very kind of superficial sort of gun and run sort of way. My biggest regret is probably not playing Street Fighter as a kid. I played Mortal Kombat, grew up on that.
Yeah, me too.
It just makes it really hard to play Street Fighter because everyone just understands it in a way that, like, it's a kind of a level that doesn't exist in Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat, you can get amazingly good, but you'll still be beaten by a beginner if they mash the buttons hard enough.
Yeah, that's what I like about MK. Like, you can pull it out in a party as well. MK versus DC is like a great party game. Yeah. Because it's just like forward button or back button or whatever. And you can pretty much just game it.
I mean, I used to play Street Fighter 2 a lot, but I used to play it around a friend of mine across the road, and because it was his SNES, he didn't like know how to play it really, and he didn't have the manuals about, which meant that he was just mashing the buttons.
Yeah.
That's why this was Street Fighter 2. I used to be a blanker, kind of just.
Oh, that is that and the Honda are the ultimate just punch.
Yeah. Just I worked out that if you do this, then everything dies. If you're playing against 8-year-olds, you know.
Anyone who hasn't got a fireball.
Dalsim was good as well, just because he had really long range.
I love that. I love being Blanca against Dalsim because the other person freaks out and doesn't know if they can't do Yoga Fire.
What can you do?
Completely shagged.
Yoga Fire.
And even if they punch by accident, they usually hit you because his arms are so bloody long.
I have tried to get back in Street Fighter 2, but it's so hard.
Try to get back in Street Fighter 2.
Not Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 4.
Everyone's dead.
I get my multiples too mixed up.
Oh,
my teammates. I'm really sorry. I'm not usually hot. It's Chris. Sorry, boss.
So,
I thought he was going home.
In the chat, someone has said CS:GO is obviously just a graphic update. Fail. Same maps, same weapons. Your thoughts, please.
I would say that it does have the same maps.
I like the way you eyed over the guy and then went, no, not him. I'm going to shoot my teammate. It's
talking,
classic.
playing.
I know. I would have been worse.
There once was a man named O'Dwyer with a predilection for friendly fire.
Oh God.
He played Counter-Strike with a man not called Mike, and this limerick is rather dire.
Hey, you kind of brought it back. Yeah,
you got there.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know how you impromptu limerick things. It's incredible.
That is a skill. Is that on your CV? It should be.
It's not.
Should be in the top line.
I'll update it because I literally didn't do any work today. I started thinking up Counter-Strike limericks in case this happened.
Well, you probably should work on the CV then.
Yeah.
Take back everything I said about your impromptu limerick making.
Well, I didn't know that you were going to.
I really want you to shoot a man.
Oh my God. But sorry, to answer the question, this is.
I mean, do you feel like it is just a graphical update that's got loads of people playing and has regenerated it in that way?
It's definitely got new stuff. The Molotov cocktail stuff is new, right?
Yeah, it's got a couple of different gameplay tweaks, but I think the most important fact is that this game is like 15 quid. So it's kind of okay that it's just like an updated version of an old game. Like they've added stuff like there's 2 new modes in it. There's Arms Race, which is gun game, which was the old, it was in Call of Duty Black Ops, but it was actually an old 1.6 mod where you start off with a machine gun and you start off with pistols and you get better guns the whole way, and then at the end you start getting bad guns again. Right? And you have to get a knife kill. And then there's another mode they put in called Demolition, which is basically like really small maps with a bomb placement in the middle, and you start with bad guns. You start with good guns, and then they get worse.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, that one's pretty cool.
yeah, I like that because it's so small that you can just rush and try and plant the bomb quick, and the rounds are kind of over relatively quickly as well. But yeah, apart from that, it's pretty much CS. It doesn't have like a bunch of levels that I do like.
It is one of those things though, actually, where people go, "Oh, you just re-released it." It's like, yeah, but the cool thing is because they've re-released it and tweaked it, you're now getting loads of new players. Yeah. Which means you can actually, like people like me who never got into it originally because it was just too intimidating, can now actually go, no, I can kind of do this a little bit.
Yeah, I'm tempted.
Whereas otherwise, if they just kept it as is, then it would be like thinking, oh, I want to learn to play chess. And it's like, all right, well, here's a room full of people who are Kasparov. Like, you know, it's like, well, can I not play against some other easy people? Like, no, we've just got 16 clones of Kasparov. You just wouldn't learn chess, would you?
You wouldn't, but you'd probably ask questions about, wait, you're with the clone?
So you're all Kasparov.
So
there are bigger questions at play.
So if I punch one of you, do you all feel it?
Quantum Kasparov.
If one of you like has sex with another one of you, is that
cool?
Is that gay, or is that just like being with yourself? Lots of important questions.
You open up a big
can of
tuna than I was expecting here.
Speaking of questions, by the way, somebody has asked what type of music we like to listen to while we game. Do you do that? Do you ever listen to music over the top of a game when you're playing it?
Sometimes I podcast.
Okay.
I podcast.
That's multitasking.
Yeah, damn.
Stir fry on the side, you know, just talking about stuff. Yeah, I listen to podcasts and play FIFA or Formula 1 because they're like no-brainer games. You know? Do you guys listen to music?
I do, actually. One of my favourite albums to listen to is Lateralis by Tool.
Oh, yeah.
It goes well with loads of stuff. Like, it goes really well over the top of I listen to anything over the top of Trials because I can't stand that fucking rap at the beginning. I just
my
heart's gone dead all day. It's just like no.
It's like a throwback to the 90s. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's genuinely dreadful. But so I do it over that, and then I've been playing Borderlands, the first one, a lot with my flatmate recently because we've only just moved in together and he's a massive gamer. We've been playing Borderlands together. Yeah.
That's all. You were so going to enjoy playing the second one.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
It's amazing.
It's going to be grand.
I listen to music for some games. Yeah, I think stuff like Borderlands is perfect. Like anything where there's a story, I really don't want to mess it up. I often just switch notifications off and all that, and just kind of focus, because otherwise I find it just breaks it up. But if it's something I know well, I mean, one of my favourite things actually is I still, on a yearly basis or two, I go back and play Phantasy Star Online, just because I've probably spent about 700 hours playing Phantasy Star Online.
Whoa.
So what about PSO 2?
I don't know. I'm you know.
Isn't there an English version coming out soon?
Maybe. I've tried lots of the more recent things, but none of them have the same sort of magic. But I used to love playing Phantasy Star Online and listening to Boards of Canada, just because it's such a perfect mix. This kind of spaced out kind of stuff.
The only time I used to do it was I used to play Rocket Arena, the Quake 3 mod, where it was like one-on-one, and inside the game they had like because back then you couldn't really play Windows and a game or play media player in a game because your PC would just like die. But they had like a little mod in the game that you could load up MP3s in a certain folder, and I always used to find whenever like Rob Zombie's Dragula or like a Marilyn Manson song would come on that I'd play way better because it was just like fast-paced. Whereas when Orinoco Flow came on, I was terrible.
Yeah, don't put Enya on.
Dead. Teddy killed me. Yeah, so if you want to join in on this and you've just joined the live stream, add don't add Daniel O'Dwyer to your Steam majigger.
Just imagine your mother shouting out the stairs.
Yeah.
Daniel O'Dwyer, your dinner's ready.
I wish it was.
Get
She
back
makes
here
amazing
and
dinner.
eat your
All I have here is
peas.
booze.
You've got the budget for booze. Can you not fly your mother over to cook us dinner?
No.
Oh,
Just fly the dinner over. I don't want her here.
that seems fair.
I won't be able to make jokes about Russian chess players having sex with themselves.
No, and you don't get the opportunity for that often enough these days. I think.
No, indeed. Which is, you know, it says something about the sorry state of Russian chess, really. But
it's a bit messed up.
That's a story for another live stream. Russian
that
chess wank.
The battle
TV.
Battle chess is due a revival. Let's get that out.
How did that Kickstarter go through in the end?
I don't know. Has there been a Kickstarter?
Yes.
I wasn't aware.
There was a Kickstarter for Battle Chess. Do the
Googling
research.
this, Googling it.
I just remember I remember seeing Battle Chess when I was about 9 years old and thinking this has the most amazing graphics.
Yeah, it was
in the world.
incredible.
They actually
what did you play it
go
on?
like whatever the box I had was. It might have been an Amstrad or a computer or a Mac. I don't remember.
An Amiga or something? Or?
I don't know. I genuinely I didn't have any conscious awareness of hardware until I was about 12.
Okay.
It was just a kind of beige thing with a screen. But the graphics were off the hook.
Well, the Kickstarter's closed now.
How did it do?
Well,
They're asking for 100 grand, weren't they?
Yeah, 100 grand. Battle Chess was originally released in 1988. Help us bring this beloved classic into the modern era. How much of their $100,000 Kickstarter do you think they managed to raise?
I'm going to go for 8K.
That's a good call. I'm going to say 2K.
2K.
Oh, wow.
Seb, in the control room, would you like to yell through a guesstimate?
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't 2K.
I can actually see your screen.
Seb can see my screen. So, Seb, would you like to guess?
No, you guys take it. I would assume it was somewhere in the region of $16,473.
My word! Seb has it bang on the money.
That's amazing.
$16,743 from 543 backers.
But did they
so they were quite generous.
Did they set it up to be that they'll do it regardless, or did they have to get 100?
They had already gotten somewhere in the development on it already. So in the video, it's
Because I'm not being funny. It is just chess.
for the
It
people
is
at home
just
who
chess.
don't know what Battle Chess is. Explain what chess is.
Battle chess is chess, but when the pieces take each other, they kind of turn into these amazing little kind of mini knights or queens, and they actually kind of bludgeon people to death in a bloody animation. But it used to be 2D animation, but it was quite, at the time, quite groundbreaking.
Yeah.
In the same way that Prince of Persia was quite groundbreaking just because it actually looked like a man.
Have you ever seen the original rotoscoped footage of that?
Yes.
It's
a boy,
Jordan
isn't it?
Mechner's brother
Yeah.
jumping in on the street outside their house like on the path.
It's amazing, I
And
know.
he just like recorded it on like crappy camcorder and then rotoscoped it in a computer.
Oh my
But
God.
he's put it, yeah, you can just see
It's
the
uncanny
video.
as well, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
so weird when you see it because
Yeah.
it's literally the
the
exact same animation,
Yeah.
except it's some dude on a street.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of.
What are you jumping over? Aren't there spikes there? Like,
The
you haven't got
bee-
a 2 minutes to get across the map back to the skeleton. God, I remember that game too well.
I hated that level.
It's horrible.
The B is saying that it's actually Danny to add, guys, not Daniel. Daniel, I assume, is the account name and not the Steam community name.
Oh man, I suck at this.
I've no idea what bearing that
Add
has. Also,
both.
apparently, we've been requested to change to a map that can take more than 5 players on a team.
Yes, okay, we will do that after this. I think people can actually just jump in as well, without me having to invite
I
them.
have absolutely no knowledge of any of this
Sweet.
because it's not Minecraft. On
I
a
didn't
map.
ask for this.
How many video game journey people, writer people does it take to play a game of Counter-Strike? Rhetorical question. Let's get going.
Somebody plays Counter-Strike in the forest and nobody sees them.
How many game journalists it take to screw in a light bulb?
What?
40. 1 to screw in the light bulb and 39 to write introspective pieces and counter pieces about whether or not it was ethical to do it in the first place.
I like that. Is that yours?
Yeah,
I like
it is
that.
now.
Oh, he ran away. What a d-bag. Oh, my face! My face!
You got
Slayer
slapped in the
of
bonds with the
Macintosh.
bullets.
My brain is...
Eee.
Okay, we will do a map next. We'll do a map next. We'll do a map next that can hold 16 people or whatever. 64 people. I've been playing Battlefield 3 recently, and it's interesting things. Well, not interesting. This thing has happened where I now play it and I don't care if I'm doing good or not, because it just looks so good. So we both built PCs last week.
Yes, yes. I've
have you
spent
installed
quite a lot
things?
of money. I haven't really. I've installed a few things. Mainly, what I'm telling myself is I mainly did it because I want to be able to edit video
Yeah.
more efficiently. Of course. Why else would you
What
spend
do
a
you use? Do
phenomenal
you
amount of money?
Premiere or?
I do use Premiere actually.
perfect.
Because I don't like Macs really. I tolerate them. I can use Final Cut.
Wow.
I won't destroy one if I'm in the same room as it.
Can you just
Well,
say
I
again
won't-
to the
yeah.
camera, because those mics are a bit weird. What was the word? You said max.
Max.
Okay, not anything else that sounded like that.
No,
All
God.
right, good.
God. I dread to think what people might have thought of us.
No idea of what you don't tolerate. So this is all.
Sorry, I just caught up.
Yeah, I think I might have just caught up as well. Macintosh computers, to be explicit. But no, it's good. It's nice having a nice computer.
It
Runs
is, isn't
things
it?
nicely.
When was the last time you had one? A nice
Well,
computer.
It's pretty much, I've kind of Frankensteined it. I've kind of ripped
Here comes
apart.
my
really?
favourite
Yeah.
Sev
Made a nice one.
Ford. It is full screened. Oh, do you want to sit in for a few minutes? I can sheet white back. In 5 minutes. Okay. For those of you watching at home, Seb Ford is in the room, but you can't see him.
As opposed to those of you watching in the room,
You cannot see him.
the silent
We were not allowed.
audience.
Did you know there are
Brilliant.
3 ninjas in every picture you've ever taken?
This this isn't fair, because the guy, look at all these dead bodies, because the guy who's
The injustice, the humanity.
he knew where I was because he's watching the live stream. I hate
Yeah,
this
to be
game.
fair, the lag is less than it's been in previous weeks, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Ooh, Burn, is he too short to get on camera? Somebody asks about Seb.
Yes, he is actually. Yeah.
Hang on, Seb, are you taller than me? You taller than me? Seb's taller than me, so no.
But see, Johnny's actually like 2 foot tall, so we have this false perspective thing with the camera. He's actually sitting about a foot from the camera
The
over
effects
there.
you can do are
See, I
spectacular.
can't get Johnny. Johnny,
away from
I
me.
can't get.
He can't reach me.
Look how
Pass me
small
a
his head
beer.
is. It's so tiny. Look at it.
Pass
It's
me a beer.
incredible.
It's all done with animatronics, isn't it? It's a little suit you have to climb into.
Johnny's beard is a special
I'm gonna
effect.
pass
It's
you- I'm
not
gonna
a
pass-
special
I'm gonna
effect.
pass you the beer. Here, have this massive can of beer.
Oh my god, it's so gargantuan.
Now drink it, but retaining its size.
Oh, this is like Dougal with the cows all over again.
Right.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face, you goddamn terrorist scum.
Why do the terrorists always win?
There's one new thing in this where the terrorists have a. You don't
I
pick.
just don't get it, Ted. Sorry.
You don't pick your skin anymore. They just kind of give you the skin. So they've tried to make it like legitimate. So some of the terrorists look really terroristy in this game. And they're all part of the same terrorist organization this time around. Instead of just being like a sort of a random pool of terrorists from different ethnicities and cultures. Which
like a terrorist supergroup.
Yeah, that's what the old one used to be. It was like, wow, there's like this sort of African-looking dude.
Bin Laden!
On the rhythm guitar.
Is that bad? I don't know.
Muammar Gaddafi. Uh-oh, sorry, bro.
That's a good impression of the old.
Of what it's like being flashbanged.
I'm blind.
God damn it.
I tell you what, actually, one of my favourite multiplayer games ever was Rainbow Six, I believe Rogue Spear on the Dreamcast, which had 4-player split screen that was so buggy that about 40% of the time that you'd throw a flashbang, it would crash the console.
Wow.
But the problem was, it was so much fun to use that even when you'd have this very specific rules, right, no one use flashbangs because you know it's going to crash it.
Because what? Because
it
all
always
four
happen.
Screens would have to do the
Because
effects.
you'd all throw them. I think it was basically if 3 or more screens had it at once, it would just go boom and just stop.
That's amazing.
More like a crash bang.
Who threw the flashbang?
Great. High five, Johnny. Bang! Amazing.
My wrist! Ow!
It's incredible.
Oh dear. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is one of my favourite games of all time.
I never played that.
So much fun playing
That's
that
another
game.
of my top 5 FPS guilts.
Wow.
It's one of those games, to be honest, it's not phenomenal, but it was one of those ones that I've just played it during like a really good,
Downtime.
fun summer.
It was,
so
it was one of those games. I think it was like real example of like right place, right time.
Yeah.
Is that there wasn't much going on. It came out. Everyone wanted the snazzy new shooter. It was there, and everyone was playing it.
Mm-hmm.
That first, I've only played the first. Oh.
That was
Hacks.
good.
Hacks. Just in my defense, I'm playing on a television that's only capable of 720, and it's about, let's say, 40 feet away from me. Yeah.
Let's say 40 feet. Yeah.
It's only 6 foot away from me. I think I'm touching it now.
Oh yeah.
Well, nearly touching it now.
It's amazing. When we go on press trips, I just put Johnny in my collar pocket. He just sits there. It's like, we're going through security, duck.
Ooh, Johnny
Sir,
Pocket.
please take your passport out of the holder.
Hang on a minute. What
That's
was
not
it
my
called?
holder.
What was it called? There was Polly Pocket and it was Max, the other one.
Who's
wasn't
this guy?
Oh God.
This guy, what's he doing?
Miniature Max?
No, it's something.
Guy
like that.
Cocker. Lol. Look at him.
Okay, Guy Cocker. Do
This
the
guy.
old
Is
Is anyone then on the stream old enough to remember what the male equivalent of Polly Pocket was?
I think it was.
Why am I
something
saying
Max.
this at the laptop?
Radical Max?
Polly Pocket. That it should be Dave.
It wasn't
Peter
Dave.
Pocket.
It
Peter
wasn't
Pocket.
Dave.
Peter Pocket. Dave. What's another word for a pocket? Open up thesaurus.com. Thesaurus. I still don't know how to pronounce that.
Pouch?
Pouch.
Peter
Peter
Pouch.
Pouch. Peter Pouch. Done.
Quick, get it on the shelves.
Pocket.
Peter Pouch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Start up the machine, folks.
It wasn't Radical Max, but I wish it was Radical Max.
Radical is such a 90s
Attaché,
word.
backpack, briefcase, carry-on, carry-all,
Alan
case,
Attaché.
duffel, gear, handbag, haversack. It goes on.
I got caught reloading. Look at my kill death ratio.
Oh, Mighty Max.
0 for 7.
It was Mighty Max.
Mighty Max.
It
I
was
right about the Max.
was totally Mighty Max. Beardy plays. You can now stop saying Mighty Max. Thank you.
Look at this guy, Guy Cocker.
I don't know why the sight of Guy Cocker
Guy Cocker.
repeatedly teabagging the pavement. Oh, you got
So
Wow.
we got booted.
I got kicked from my own game for killing Guy.
Is
Oh.
that in the game?
Yeah.
Or is it
Is anyone else still playing? I don't know. All right, we're gonna start up a new game with a different map. Sorry, Guy, for killing you.
Danny O Team Killer. Says the
Oh, you're a bad man.
bee.
Couldn't help it. He was teabagging me. All right, play with friends.
You don't hear that one in court very often.
No.
I'm sorry, Your Honour. I'd been drinking Stella, and he was teabagging me.
I think, to be fair, that defence would go down well with the jury.
Yeah.
A
Which is
modern
probably
jury.
why they don't let that many games
A team of
get onto the
Halo
jury.
players at the bar all go, I can empathise with this.
Oh man, I don't know who we can hear there.
We can
That's freaking
definitely
me
hear
out.
someone.
Yeah, so please come into this game. Sorry, Guy, I'll invite you first. And we'll start now. We're going to do arms race this time around, which is the new gun game, which is I think my favourite part of this game actually.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we can hear you, Guy.
Somebody's asking if Guy has the power to fire you, Danny. Does he? I don't know. He's not technically your line manager.
No, he's not, but I think
he could recommend you get fired.
Yeah, and I think they'd probably listen.
I mean, is shooting someone in the balls a sackable offence?
I shot him in the face, actually.
Oh.
Well, he was jumping up and down. So the balls, if any indeed did go into his testicles, it was Guy's fault.
It was the full reflex.
Definitely. No, nothing.
Can we add more people? Can we add more people? I don't know. All right, we're gonna start up. Arms race.
Anyone else need another drink?
I'll
not
Not that one, please.
I'd love a beer. I'd love
Yeah.
a beer.
Okay.
Would you prefer a Beck's?
I will, because I'm a pansy.
Do you want to see it? Look how weird this is, right? So you got arms race,
I'm not ashamed of being a pansy.
demolition.
It's fine. That's not. I have no problem with this either.
But this
Sorry.
is specs.
What?
Classic casual that you play with like without it adds gives you free like Kevlar and money and stuff. But look how they divide up the levels. You can't even pick the level. So it's like hostage missions, defuse missions, or then dust mission.
But
if you just want to play Dust 1 and 2, go to Dust mission.
Does classic casual give you the biggest number of players?
Arms race mission.
Someone was saying it might.
That is actually one of the complaints I do have about this game. Actually, is the fact that the game mode selection is really like it's just not clear. And I imagine if you were coming into it, even if you've never played the game before, you have to be a certain sort of person to happily go, I'll click on the one that says casual.
Yeah.
Most people just go, I'm going straight in, and then go, what is going on? Why am I dead?
So there's another weird thing where you know the old server browsers that were in like the first. Actually, I'm going to turn the volume down this.
All right.
You know the. Oh. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just
Cameron
going to turn
killed
off.
you.
I'm going to turn off chat. Yeah. So you know the server browsers that were in 1.6 in source. You can still get to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
So
Stop
I'm
moaning.
I'm distracted by the person who's shouting out to the television.
I think that's either Cam or Guy.
Being trolled.
That. Well, I can't hear anyone, but that's fine. All right, kill people till they die. Oh wait, you're my teammate.
Kill them with bullets.
Okay.
It always confuses me when in news articles they say somebody was shot to death.
No, yeah.
Why?
Well, because you can be shot without dying.
Yeah, true. But like,
You suck, Cameron.
I could shoot you and push you off your bridge. Would it be the bullet that killed you?
Yeah.
Well,
Was that a question? Oh, was
Well,
it Tarko? Was it?
I mean,
Sorry.
I don't know. No, it's
still be
it was a
Matt
question.
Lees that killed me.
You know it.
So you were Matt Lees to death.
Yeah, technically.
That sounds like he did something physical to you.
He drowned me in the RC ends of bottles of
Tried doing
wine.
In
backflip
Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max,
Yeah.
yeah.
Full circle. Oh.
Oh!
You shot me. You shot me, teammate.
Now you know how
I'm
it
concentrating.
Right. Let's see if you can kill someone.
It's a serious business, folks. I'm currently last. I am actually good at Counter-Strike. Or not terrible at Counter-Strike.
You was robbed there.
Oh man.
Robbed by a Teddy.
Teddy Long. So every time you kill someone, you get a new gun. And it starts getting good, and then at the end you start getting like stuff you do not want, like sniper rifles.
Yeah.
And
Not in this
pistols,
environment.
and then a knife.
Unless you're really good at that whole quick scoping.
There's only like 2 levels, I think, in this as well. It's a bit weird. Still
I suppose because it's a different mode, they've got a balance problem. They can't just because it's stuff like Dust, you'd be able to like just go and hide.
Yeah,
And
that's true. It's getting
yeah.
there once you get sniper lane or something.
Oh, shoot him in the chops.
So bad, so bad.
Shoot him in his parts.
And his terrorist.
in his being.
Put bits of metal in his legs.
You can tell that we grew up on the diet of games like this.
Oh yes.
You know all the lingo. It's
The
incredible.
simpler times. And the cerebral bore wasn't a librarian.
That's one of my regrets, actually. Turok when it was good. Never played it.
No, I played. Actually, I got a phenomenal amount of enjoyment playing Turok Wars on the N64, and I'm not sure if it was a good game or not.
Turok Wars.
Yeah, it was
Was that
like
a full game?
it was a multiplayer only arena deathmatch split screen thing, and it was it had loads of stuff in it. I don't remember much about it. I just remember it had loads of maps, loads of modes, bots. It was like a tool set where if you'd already rinsed GoldenEye to everything. I mean, me and my little brother used to play GoldenEye against each other with our toes, just because we've done everything you could do in terms of making your own game modes. That we just see who could win when you were playing with your feet.
That's mental.
It is mental, actually. But so I think Talk Wars was just like, yes, it's something new. It's another game we can play.
I love that. Like, there's always that one game you played that was kind of weird and not very popular that you had like a sort of a multiplayer affinity with somebody with. You know, like I used to play Alien vs Predator multiplayer. One of my friends.
Well, that was really popular.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I guess it was actually online. It was.
I think a lot of the time you think you're playing this game where it's just you playing, going,
yeah.
No one likes this, it's amazing. But I mean, like, Diddy Kong Racing is a prime example of that. I grew up being like, I am the only person who plays Diddy Kong Racing. What is wrong with me? Am I a 4-year-old trapped in the body of a teenager? But then you grow up and you go into the world. And then you grow up
to be a games writer.
And everyone's going,
yeah,
Diddy Kong Racing was great.
I never got into it. I just didn't like it as much as Mario Kart.
I didn't own a Nintendo until the GameCube. So like so much of die. Oof. Someone, Cameron finally killed me. Yeah. So much of like all that game history is just completely lost on me. Jesus Christ.
Why would you want to save that moment where Guy Cocker kills you? Why would you want to save
Cherish it?
I don't know.
It might never happen again.
You know, just
times I have been killed by Guy Cocker. A loving vlog for Valentine's Day by Danny O'Dwyer. Like, I just don't see it.
Yeah, you could put like
put Orinoco Flow in the background and you know,
either that.
One size fits all song, folks. There you go.
Or Guile's theme.
Girls' theme, yeah.
Girls' theme.
I was thinking of something more sensitive, like Lana Del Rey or something. Just a montage of all the times I was killed by
Guy hates that song.
Oh, that's pretty. I'm not massively fond of it myself.
Fucking Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
I wasn't even aware of that until last week, and it is quite spectacular.
Have you seen the Gundam Style version?
No.
Oh wow.
I think it's been pulled from YouTube, but somebody shot like Gundam heads onto all of them. But it's incredible. Like we discovered it out in Gamescom, and Aaron Sampson, who's one of the video producers in the US, was like looking at it. Or was it Peter Brown? I don't know. One of the US guys was looking at it. He was like,
dominated by Guy
some
Cocker.
serious work because like.
Yeah,
people go behind each other, and he's masked it. And there's only one way to do that in After Effects, and that's frame by frame by hand. And
it's come on! Sorry. Someone else play. This is happening.
Right.
This is happening.
Go on. I'm gonna make you look good.
Oh, thank God.
Probably right now. Actually, when I joined Official Xbox Magazine, I was what?
Friend of my Bob said Danny is a CS hog, just as you said. Let's switch.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Any questions from the chat? How you guys doing, folks?
Yeah, sorry, they've been talking amongst themselves quite a lot.
We've been. They're probably way more interesting than we are, so it's completely reasonable.
Yeah, seems likely.
Look at us. It's a Thursday evening, and we're still in work playing video games.
It's definitely a Wednesday evening.
It's Wednesday, Danny.
As Seb rightly said.
Sorry, it's Wednesday.
I don't know.
Oh man, there really isn't a stream.
Oh, I've missed my enema.
Who sucks more this season, Arsenal or Liverpool?
Liverpool, because we bet them, idiot.
There you go, folks.
We've unbeaten record, and we haven't. I'm an Arsenal fan, and we haven't conceded a goal. 0-0, unbeaten.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's going to be that season again.
I used to live really near Highbury and Islington, so yay.
That's your association.
Arsenal.
I tried to do that with Timur, your comrade Matt.
I know Timur. He's a lovely man.
We tried to get him to be a Leighton Orient fan because he lives in Leytonstone. He was having none of it. He went with West Ham.
I don't know much about football, but I do know that you can't just sort of convince people to switch allegiance for no reason.
But he didn't have allegiance. He was like getting into like sports.
It's getting into sports?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
You know he got into sports. Guy lost like 1,000 stone in the space of a couple of months. Now he's
That's true.
He was like a male model.
And you can't do that without sports.
No, he can't. Of course not.
He is like a
or
male
heroin.
model, actually.
Maybe you can do it with heroin.
He is. I've seen him pulling shapes. I've seen him glancing longingly at himself in the mirror.
That's the problem. It's like
whoa!
What I don't like about being the counter-terrorists in this map is that they basically have the IGN logo on their back. So every time you die, you see you're just reminded, but you just killed one of your teammates.
Yeah, killed. No, I didn't. I killed a proper man. I did.
Next time you die, have a look at the. See at the back of. See his back. See.
What? Oh.
Yeah, Gigan. Giggany.
Part of the
Giggany.
GIGN.
This is hard.
I told you this game was hard.
Yeah, well the problem is, obviously, when I joined the official Xbox magazine, they put me in a small dark room and beat me until I'd forgotten how to use a mouse and keyboard. So
What's a mouse and keyboard?
Precisely, I had to look it up on the internet. Don't tell anyone I'm here.
So Matt has the inside line on all Xbox news, folks. So if you have any Xbox questions, please send them in. Johnny, if you'd be so kind as to pick out the most awkward Xbox questions from the chat.
Of course, yes.
Like mouse and keyboard support. When's it happening, buddy? When's it happening, eh?
My official line on that is... Actually, no, cut that out. I'm not going to say that.
All right, we will definitely excise that from the live internet stream.
This
Don't
game,
worry, folks, you didn't see that.
Nobody saw that. Those lips did not
Internet
vibrate
is
an
not
inch.
Why is the box so awful? What is it about shoeboxes that makes them so rubbish?
What? I think they do their job perfectly well. You can
this guy's just chilling out. Should have saved that one. He was like, what's up? I killed you. What about it?
It's the post-murder recline, a classic. Classic.
Okay, why is the Xbox so, and then it's blanked out because it does this automatically, and the people that use them so retarded? That comment there coming from Tesco employee.
What? Wow.
It's their username.
I couldn't possibly comment.
Ask him, if he doesn't ask every customer if they have a club card, does he get fired? Because they keep asking. Even
Tell us, Tesco employee.
Even my local Sainsbury's or my local co-op, I go there like practically every day, and they look at me in a way that is like, I know the answer, but I have to say it.
My least favourite thing is when I go in somewhere and say, can I just have, I start off prefix with, can I just have, and then ask for what I want. And then after they've given me that, they say, can I get you anything else? And you go, no. Because I really, I know, but I really kind of laid it on heavy with the just.
What I'd love is if there was like some sort of supermarket where they tried to upsell you on like household items. So you know, you go into HMV or something, you'd like, you know, you want to buy an Xbox 360? Yeah, you should get this version. It's got a bigger hard drive. You know, kids want to. So if you went in to like buy some rice, and they're like, yeah, you could get that, but you know,
no.
You look like you'd really like the you know, the wheat, the Uncle Ben's stuff. You know, this value stuff is good, but if you really want a good rice experience, you know, future-proof your rice, you should get
just one cornetto, all right?
Just one corn.
Although actually, that doesn't really work.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Shoot him!
That guy.
Yeah.
Shoot him!
I'll shoot him, sure.
Hey, he won. Look.
All right.
Hey!
Hey, I won!
Yeah, they play again.
Sure. Wow. Yeah. Sure.
Let's start a new game, just to let people hop in again.
This is I wasn't going to air this
Lucky
one but it's come up so many times now. Danny, people want to know how many T-shirts you own.
Oh, I set myself up for this one.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Let's play Demolition. Yeah, I own actually quite a lot of T-shirts. The problem is, I don't wear them very often. I just wear this one because I really like it and it's comfortable.
That's a good
It's the same thing with the trousers are worse. I sometimes change this shirt. I'm practically wearing these or my 3/4 length shorts every day.
Oh yeah, but those aren't on camera, so people don't tend to notice.
This is what happens when your girlfriend moves to a different continent. You just stop caring. You just, you know, then it's like kitchen paper in the bathroom. You know, it's like it just life's
No.
you know, just the important parts of
I mean, kitchen.
Make
I
sure it's
just use
kitten
toilet
soft,
paper.
you know. Kitten soft, no. Kitten soft's the toilet paper.
I'm usually straight on to kind of whatever promotional material I can find nearby.
Really?
You know, Jehovah's
Newspapers?
Witness manuals, newspapers,
Yeah.
definitely.
If you have to.
Shortlist, big issue. So I mean, I'm dirty, but I'm conscientious.
That's nice. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
liberal.
since I was, you know, for as long as I can remember, I've always just been a duck walk to the shower and then start my day off.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow.
I was going to try and keep that going for as long as possible, and then I realised that I didn't even want to pretend that I just go.
Well, don't worry.
Shower
There's
myself
no
up.
way to make.
I like the idea
top.
that lots of people like close the browser just to me.
Oh!
That. Oh, what
And
a
then publish
horrible
blogs
man.
about it.
Nothing beats poo knife. That's all I'm saying.
Ah, the poo knife.
Oh, dear, I don't
What
know
did you guys think of the Resident Evil 6 demo?
Where? Is there a demo online now?
Yeah, there's
Which is it?
two now.
Is it what we played at? Was it Gamescom 1, E3 1? Is it the Leon thing, or is it?
You can play bits of Leon I think all 3 campaigns. I've played bits of all 3 and
Yeah.
Ada Wong's actually.
I haven't seen that
because
yet.
of when I went to Capcom.
Have I done something wrong? Why am I in a...
Oh,
I think I might have just accidentally
choose
joined...
team. There you go.
Ah!
Oh no, you're part of the. Oh no, you just died, maybe.
I don't remember dying.
Resi 6, kind of excited, kind of not. Some of the campaigns seem silly, some of them I like.
Yeah, I, from the sounds of other people, it sounds like it's not a great game.
I really don't like it. I really, really don't like it.
Fair
and
enough.
actually, if you... Yeah, I wrote a preview about it in a recent Xbox magazine, I think.
Where can you find that?
now.
I think it's in shops,
Wait,
I think.
your website's in a shop.
No. I'm not sure if it's on the website or not. I can't remember.
Okay.
It might be on the website. Might just be in the magazine.
How can you buy it? You guys sell articles. What?
Adamant
in
91.
paper with
Sorry.
we cut down trees. It's really complicated, honestly. Like
Pulp. There's lots of
I
pulp.
haven't got time to go through the entire thing, but yeah, loads of pulp. Is that guy dead? Yeah, he's dead now.
Do we like to wear jeans, we've been asked?
Yes,
Yes.
I think that's.
maybe what
I
they
think
were
maybe they're trolling us.
Oh, we're having a quickfire round. Are you guys drinking beer?
Yes, I'm drinking Red Stripe.
Do any of us actively play StarCraft 2? And
Yes.
What league are we in?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
Oh yeah, Matt, you're really good at it.
I'm all right. I'm pretty good.
What league are
wasn't
you in?
I wasn't gold. I'm in some diamond with 3v3 and 4v4, but that's because I play with people who are really good.
Okay.
But mostly I'm a kind of like silver bronze flower on V1.
Look at this. Good at StarCraft and humble. They broke the mold and they made you.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
And as somebody has pointed
Smashed into
out,
pieces.
somebody in the chat has pointed out, you're amazing because you're playing while not looking at the screen behind you.
Pretty good.
Dota 2 or League of Legends, presumably. Let's keep the quickfire thing going. This is fun.
I've Dota 2 because I've played slightly more of that.
I'm
hardly anything of either.
a big Dota 2 fan.
Have never played either, but I'd probably pick Dota 2.
Right,
Will we
let's
be
wrap it.
getting Borderlands 2?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I
Hells
don't
for the
know.
yes.
I got Borderlands about a month after the original one came out,
Yeah.
and completely missed the boat on it. And I don't think that I know you could play, like Warcraft or any online RPG. You could play like with people who were higher level than you.
Yeah.
But I definitely felt like I was getting murdered when I was playing with people
That's
who were higher
fair.
level than me.
I mean,
so I think I probably will on day one, but
I only ever played it single player.
really?
Yeah. Until very recently, I was playing it like split screen with my flatmate, just because no one was online, so I was like, screw
Yeah,
it. Okay. GoldenEye or Halo?
he's good.
For me, Halo. As much as I
I
like GoldenEye, I played it recently and it doesn't hold up.
wasn't a big, didn't own a Nintendo. When I eventually played GoldenEye, wasn't too mad on it.
I'm going to say Halo's held up really well.
Halo,
It says a
yeah.
lot that the recent re-release they did with the anniversary version was just like, it was the same game mechanically, but with a bit of jazz superimposed on it. And
I'd
it
say
was
neither.
lovely.
Something else. I know that was actually a bit gay. Gay? No, I just used gay as a derogatory. I didn't
Boo!
mean that. That was a bit lame, I meant to say.
Any interest in the new XCOM? For me,
Yes.
personally, no, because
Absolutely.
it's just, I missed the boat on those kinds of
I
games.
don't think I'm interested in anything else more right now.
Fair enough.
I think it consumes my every waking thought. That's not even sarcasm, actually. I'm probably one of the world's biggest XCOM fans.
Really?
Yep. I am like nuts about it.
The Amiga version had 20 discs.
That's pretty
heard.
impressive. I just lost huge amounts of my life to the first one.
To which? To UFO Enemy Unknown?
Yeah, Enemy Unknown. I played Terror from
Yeah.
the Deep as well, actually, a bit, but that was really hard because it was like a sequel, so it was supposed to be harder. And good God, that
Enemy
game's
Unknown was
already hard
impossible.
enough.
You go back and play.
It is
so you can get it
impossible.
on Steam now, and it's UFO Defense,
Yeah.
the American title.
Yeah.
And I went back and played it again recently, and was just completely forgot how goddamn hard it was. That game came out, we were like 8 or something.
Well, that's it. I was rubbish at it, but I kind of like it. I'm kind of people since I've met who are a bit older go, "Oh, did you never complete it?" And I'm like, "No,
No, definitely
it's not." But I kind of like I didn't complete it
Yeah.
because for me, XCOM is about being given an infinite sum of cash and you going, "I can handle this, guys," and then gradually messing things up until the world is ended and the US have stopped sending you checks, and it's just like it's this real slow decline into the end of humanity where it's entirely your fault.
That's great.
You didn't do it right, and I think that's an awesome story. I think that's more interesting than humans save the world.
I love the idea that the humanity died because of aliens only ever invading like farms.
Yeah,
Like, how many different tile sets was it?
go-
Only ever farms?
They go straight from farms to your base. Like the most highly advanced military base in the world. They build up to it with like 100 farms.
These humans are easy.
We've done the training.
We got the wooden buildings they have down. Let's try some of this underground concrete shit. Yeah, that game looks class.
It's really good. I played it at Gamescom actually. It's really cool.
I've only seen brawl of it.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. I think we've got some stuff about it. Yeah.
It's soon enough, is it?
It's months? It's out in October, I think, actually. But it's really nice. A lot of the multiplayer as well, the way you can mix up your whole teams and stuff. You can basically, there's got like head-to-head stuff where you can just create a team of a mixture of aliens and soldiers.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's interesting.
That sort of thing. I mean, I played it and it seemed pretty well balanced. If it's well balanced, then that's going to be like keeping people busy for a while.
Why is Seb laughing? Seb, why are you laughing?
Not sure.
There's a question from Stevie420.
Oh, Steve420 Gaming. Is the one drinking a pint from Ireland? If so, what part?
Wow.
Yes.
These questions are stacking up, by the way, so we're about to have a quick.
Are you Irish? I didn't.
Danny O'Dwyer? No,
Yeah.
he's Liverpudlian, mate.
French.
Get off.
Hey, look, Chiodini over there is from England.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm from Waterford. You know where that is. Nobody who's not from Ireland knows where that is.
Sheepbike, are you a GameSpot partner? Yes. Sheepbike's me, for those asking. Okay, Dota 2 or League of Legends, we've already asked. Blah, 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 blah. Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom? Fast as possible now.
Street Fighter only because I know it more, but I think I prefer playing Marvel with two specific friends.
Okay, Matt?
I can't really define games. I like Soul Calibur 2. After that, it all got a bit weird.
Fair enough. Animaniacs or Looney Tunes?
Animaniacs.
Looney Tunes, obviously.
Looney Tunes.
They don't wear slacks.
I'm a Brazilian gamer and I want to know why I become a GameSpot partner. Yes!
The answer is yes.
I love Brazil. Brazil has the best video game hardware scene in the planet because they have their own version of the Mega Drive that's not like a legally sanctioned one. Like it's not Sega's. That like is getting continually updated for the past decade.
Well, they don't really have the proper internet, last I heard.
No.
That was a few years ago, though. I knew a girl at university who was from Brazil, and it sounded pretty crazy.
And
Yeah,
there's
they're massively
loads of,
behind.
like, GameSpot is full of Brazilian...
It's like she says to me, I'm
Users,
going to
it's
go and
weird.
call my mum. And I said, well, can't you do it later? And she's like, no, I've got to, because she's going to be at the phone box. Like,
Oh my
my mum
God.
didn't even have a phone. Like,
Oh my god.
I can't even... Yeah.
We've been asked why we don't drink good beer. Screw you, Red Stripe is a good beer.
No, I agree with him. We don't drink good beer. We had 1 week. 1 week we good American beers, but we don't because the only shop we have near to us is Tesco.
Yeah.
So whatever they have, we get.
So whatever they've got. Do any of us play DayZ? No,
Yes.
I was going to, but then I didn't, but I might later because I want to.
Hey, new PC boy,
Yeah.
go download DayZ.
Armour 2.
That's the problem though. You have to.
many games
You've got to buy that and the expansion. It was a little bit expensive for me to just do it in my lunch hour.
It's
You know.
25 quid, and
Yeah. Bacon or salad?
Bacon.
Yeah.
What?
That's a
Can I
really
have a
dumb
bacon
question.
salad, please?
I guess you can.
I actually, no, I mean, that's a serious question.
Seb, get the bacon salad.
Just bring it out now.
Oh,
We're ready for the bacon salad, please.
I'm
Seb.
getting flack for saying DayZ rather than DayZ. Sorry,
did I?
everybody.
DayZ's American, right?
Guild Wars 2 or World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft.
Personally, Guild Wars 2 for me, definitely.
Personally, I don't give a flying fuck.
That's fine, sir.
DuckTales or Captain Planet?
There's a reason your one's
DuckTales.
free to play. Captain Planet's a hero, and Don Cheadle is Captain Planet. Everyone's a fucking tree.
It's not free to play, it's just not expensive to enjoy.
Bulmers or Magners? Neither. They're really bland.
Go to Ireland and they're the same thing. Perfect.
Pokemon or Digimon?
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Digimon.
What is this? Upside down
I'm
world?
Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, I know. DC or Marvel?
Are there people who prefer Digimon?
There are. There are people, this is an interesting fact, right? There are people who believe Digimon are real. There is a big sect, there are internet forums, this is entirely true, there are a bunch of people who really believe
Shit.
The Digimon are real.
Do you know there's people
And
who
there's a
believe,
big conspiracy covering it all up.
do you know there's people who believe that this like Nazarethian carpenter is actually like the son of God.
I heard about this! He like did fuck all until he was 30, and then like he got some friends, and he pissed off some other people so much
He got
that
them
they weren't
locked on
friends
some
with
like
him.
vodka or something.
Yeah.
They thought was water, but it actually got them all hammered.
Yeah, that was it.
The thing I don't really trust about this whole story is like no one really details any of the carpentry he did. I mean,
Yeah.
what did he specialise in? Finishing or like actual?
I've never seen like a Jesus Christ mortise and tenon joint.
I love you. Going to IKEA. This bed frame was actually designed by Jesus.
Wow, really?
Before his God years, yeah.
You
It was all right. You know?
Better not
Only
sleep
Ollie
with a girl
knows.
in there unless you're married to her. No, seriously, you go to hell.
Really. I heard ultimately though it ended badly because like he took his friends out for this big slap-up meal, and then they ran out on the tab, and so he got arrested and put to death.
Wow. Oh, crucifixion.
LOL.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the question again? Digimon.
Digimon.
Digimon monsters.
The only thing I remember
Who
about
was it?
Digimon is that all of them, when they appeared, went, "Oh, Digimon!" That's all I remember.
Do we like how the new DMC looks? I do.
I think
Yes.
it's amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played it a bit and I love it. I can't wait for it. Guinness or Murphy's?
Huh?
Guinness or Murphy's?
That's for you, Danny.
That's for Danny, our resident Ghanaian.
Wow, thanks. Yeah, thanks for that, you big racist. I don't know, Guinness. I only ever drink Guinness at Christmas.
Fair enough.
It's like, I don't really like Guinness, but when I'm at home at Christmas, there's something about it. Probably ad campaigns at Christmas without Guinness that makes you want to drink
Something
Guinness.
about the ad campaign.
There's an ad that they only show back home. That's a Christmas ad for Guinness. If you do Guinness Christmas ad into YouTube, well, don't do, well, if
No.
you're in the chat or whatever, check it out because it literally makes makes my throat like I get a lump in my throat.
Is it kind of like the Coke advert with the trucks for Santa?
Kind
It's
of.
not Christmas until you see the Coke
Except
ad, blah
it's-
blah blah.
Yeah, it's really nice. There's something, yeah.
It's not Christmas until you've drowned yourself in a bath of Pepsi Max.
It's not a weekday until you find yourself in a bath
Well,
of Pepsi Max.
it's a good way to start your day. It's one of your 5 a day.
Cleans
one
the
of your
pores.
5 baths of.
Regrets. What time is it actually?
Oh, it's 6 o'clock.
Sweet. We're still playing, folks. Got another half an hour of this crazy nonsense. If you want to join in, add Daniel O'Dwyer or Danny O'Dwyer on Steam. Hacks.
That was big, wasn't it?
And we'll add you in. Actually, can we, for the sake of...
We can indeed. Add some friends.
Add these wonderful people. Terrace win. I played DayZ. To answer that question from earlier, I got it. Yeah, Arma 2. Game is weird. I didn't realize how moddy and buggy it is. It's like
really?
totally mental. There are
Really?
like, and when you start it, you don't really know what to do, so you have to look up
Yeah.
YouTube posts about how to like get your gun out.
That seems to be like a really like weird trend though. That like, happens to fit all like popular games these days seem to be like
Hard.
PC games are like you start off and you don't have a clue what you're doing. You just have to go and research it.
Yeah,
I
Dota,
like
League
that.
of Legends.
I mean, no,
in
it's
many
really cool
ways.
because it seems like these days games don't ship with manuals anymore. They have little tutorials, and it seems like there is a part of most people's brains that still desire that.
Yeah,
I want to sit down and read loads about something before I start playing it.
and it's kind of mental. We were talking about XCOM earlier. The fact that like it's
manual
the
for
first
that was
person.
like-
The first person one is like nobody's interested,
Yeah.
and even like not just fans of the old stuff, but like people who've heard about it, and people are way more interested in this new one. You know, it's
It's interesting times.
It's the only thing I like. There are two things that worry me about going like all digital in terms of game distribution. Number one, you know, like things staying incredibly expensive, like how it'll
Yeah.
still cost you
Yeah.
about 60 quid to download Splinter Cell Conviction or whatever.
Battlefield when I got it last week. It was actually it was like on sale for 20 quid, but the usual
Right.
price is 40.
Yeah, I mean that worries me. But also then when I
Half-Life
get a
is
new
£2
game,
this
what
week.
am I going to sniff? Because you get a game, you open it up, you sniff the manual. You
Oh,
sniff
right,
the
okay.
manual. Like,
I was just thinking,
Wow.
come on,
Is this
like
something over again?
you honestly
Yes,
going to
we'll
tell me
go
that
for
you
it.
never smelled a manual when you were a kid? Like,
Oh yeah,
that
I'd
wasn't
bury
the
my
first
face in
thing
that.
you did. Yeah.
It was like when you got it was like back to school day when you just bury your face in the pencil case.
best game manual.
Oh, I didn't like
Best
that.
game manual.
The one I remember smelling most
this.
clearly is Donkey Kong Country.
Wasn't
for
really
the
talking about
SNES.
smells, but you know.
Oh. Best game manual. Donkey Kong Country for the SNES, because it was really cool, and it explained how they did the wireframe animation, and it smelt like happy.
That's cool. Behind the scenes.
My favourite manual of all time was Sensible Golf on the Amiga, because it was written like the guy who wrote it was just didn't really want to have to write a manual, and it was incredibly sarcastic, and they had things like top 10 tips. What was it? Top 10 golf explained in 10 tips for aliens, and then they had golf explained in 10 tips for the Welsh.
Oh.
And lots of things like that. It was wonderful. And also, it was a golf game made by the people who made Sensible Soccer. It was just the best.
You can't argue with
that. Guy is asking if he and Mark can join, and if you can make a bigger game, then do so, I guess.
Why don't they make your own game, eh? Hey?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. Guy.
Yeah.
Fucker.
I'll endeavour to do so. Oh, here he is. I see him.
Neverwinter Nights had an awesome manual, says Limac.
Probably had a really
It did have a good manual, actually. Fallout 2, I think, is still my favourite, though, because it was actually called the Vault Dweller's Guide.
Brilliant.
I like it when they're written from inside the world.
But no, I agree. Neverwinter Nights, that whole era, like that, Baldur's Gate. I remember just leafing through the manual for Baldur's Gate 2, and where it actually specifically listed all of the traits that your characters could unlock.
God, I remember that putting me off playing the game.
Well, I can't imagine
involved.
why. I mean, I was just so into that stuff. I was just like, look, it's got 50 pages of details about skills. But yeah, I could see why that might put people somewhere.
Oh, good. There's a fellow manual sniffer in the chat saying Carmageddon's manual had the loveliest smell.
This sounds like
German.
It sounds like a kind of subreddit thing.
Everyone sniffs the manual.
Yeah, manual sniffers.
Manual sniffers. Sounds like you should meet up once a month, somewhere really seedy.
Yeah. Oh, but where's this special place in Soho? It's those games.
I've still got
box
I've
games.
still got my Donkey Kong.
You want to sniff this?
too.
You want to sniff it?
Box smell is the new thing, though. When you open a new box smell.
But what?
Box smell.
Box smell.
Yeah, the little cases.
That's my. I have that
Really?
bookmarked. Box smells. Wow.
Apparently Falcon 4.0's manual was a binder. It was huge and it was great.
Is that Flight Sim?
Falcon? No, it's a Falcon earring.
Someone
It was massive
asked,
in the United Arab Emirates.
Wasn't that my first Falcon?
Falcon and me. I don't know. I don't think you can do bigger ones inside the browser this way. I know you can get to the server browser outside of this, but for the sake of ease, just let people hop in. If you're my friend on Steam, you can just hop in whenever I join a game.
Chapawi asks if it's worth sniffing a used game manual. I'll field this one, Chapawi, as a pro game manual sniffer.
As a repeat
offender.
It is worth it because you can tell if the person that owned it before you or not was a smoker.
Wow.
Because it will smell like smoke.
I bought a second-hand game in a GameStop that I ended up working in years later. But I bought it, and I bought Grand Theft Auto 2 on the PlayStation 1, and I opened manual, and some rollies and a little notch of weed fell out, or a cannabis resin.
Brilliant. And you
somehow-
turned it straight over to the authorities.
I was terrified. I was like 13 or something.
Is this
I
a
was like,
sting?
what is this?
What is thing?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh my god!
Danny, are
Entrapment.
you
It's like
gonna
after years, your parents telling you can't go to club. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure my parents always used to say that. They were worried about me going to music gigs because they thought that somebody might put drugs into my pocket. I still don't understand the theory behind that.
Is that a euphemism?
I've thought about that for a long time. No, I think that there was a genuine sort of concern that what might happen is you might be at a music gig and then somebody might put some drugs into your pocket and then you get arrested.
Somebody might.
Aha! I went to a
Somebody
gig last night and I put £100 worth of drugs in teenagers' pockets. Fuck 'em!
I've thought about it. I've thought about this extensively.
The economy.
And it really doesn't make any sense.
This is a this is a really expensive prank.
Sometimes, like, parents need an excuse to tell you
Whoa.
no about something and they're not sure why.
I
you
don't know
know?
why. I kind of think it must have been an elaborate joke. My parents aren't even dead.
I gotta be honest. I've got some ping issues going on here. What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, this
Look
is
at this. Look,
this is
it's-
Pingu as hell.
Look at it. It's like.
Is that a French terrorist?
Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, but look at we're all part of the clan apparently. Like it's.
Ooh.
What's going on with the?
He's got a really mixed kind of outfit going on there. He's got the kind of like Ku Klux Klan face, but then a beret, but then like a kind of public schoolboy jersey.
Oh,
Must
I'm
be an
dead now.
art student, I reckon. Must be.
Danny, are you planning to return to World of Warcraft for Pandaria?
This will be the first expansion pack for World of Warcraft that I'm not going back to play. I
Fair
do
enough.
for everyone, but no. The panda stuff just looks so dumb. It looks like we want Asia to play this video game.
Well, it's a classic business move, isn't it? Sales of flogging, put pandas in it. I mean, obviously we've seen it in every industry. For as
Gears
long
of
as time I
War.
can remember. Gears of War. What you wait
It's
for
like
it.
Sensible Golf I was talking about earlier.
You heard it here first, Gears of War 6.
Yeah.
All the characters are pandas.
Gears of Fur.
Seriously.
Everyone, all the enemies.
Gears of
Furries
War.
of War. I would love to play a game where it was a deathmatch game where you played as a furry.
Oh god.
One of
You'd
those.
have like capture the flag, team deathmatch, and yiff. Fucking horrible.
One team was furries and one team was like...
Oh,
nice. GMK.
You want to save that moment?
Yeah, so if you play casual games, you get way more people in them, apparently. Alright, we got money, folks. Let's buy weapons.
Can I have a go at being terrible in a bit?
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Johnny.
It's alright, it's
I
just
didn't
that
allow you to play.
I keep getting asked by the same guy if
Also
I'm a
said
gamer.
that's
He also, instead of calling me Sheet Bike, is calling me Sheep Wipe. Which is fun because the Sheep Wipe is, after all, the unofficial mascot
Of this show.
of community
Yeah,
service.
isn't that... Seb, sheep wipe.
Halfway Sheep Wipe, so we can show what that means.
Yeah.
Oh. Try do it halfway between
Halfway.
gameplay. You get a little,
There
you get a little
go,
sheep
look
in
at that.
there.
You know what? I'm glad, because I thought I was going mental earlier when someone threw a flashbang and I was sure I saw a sheep. And I was like, nah.
No,
Nah, it must have just been a weird
Must be
geometry thing, I guess.
it's just a.
It's a glitch. Happens in a lot of games.
Must be all that crack I smoked before I came on.
Oh, you know me.
Old crack smoking
Mad,
man.
mad for the crack.
Crackities.
You know how
Cricket
your
crack.
parents tell you if you eat your crust you'll get
So
curly
I've got
hair.
these gaunt
It's
features.
the crack that does
I
it.
can be like the head of the sheep.
Christmas crackers leave.
There was a really embarrassing moment a few weeks ago where I was leaning into the sheep when Andy Farrant was on, and then the sheep went, and it took me a good 7 seconds to realise, and I was effectively like this.
You've got to lean into the sheep though. It's
Oh, natch.
it's all about the. It's all about the.
Stop.
Bah.
I'm gonna kill this chicken. You gotta lean into the sheep. That's...
Oh,
Mm.
you know that whole censorship thing? I don't. I know.
That's what Gav said as well, isn't it? Ask Gav still in the chat? He's Welsh. He should know about sheep. And
I don't think he's here anymore.
He loves.
I'm gonna be using
That
Welsh
was-
a lot
that
today.
was- He's not
Gavin's
typing a
excellent,
lot.
actually.
Look at this,
Gavin.
just shooting people.
Gavin is another partner in crime. You've had a couple of mine on here. You
Indeed.
had Gav,
Yeah.
and you had Timur.
Timur?
Gav is especially. He's a fantastic video producer. He's the
He
guy.
is.
I don't know if anyone watching is familiar with the OXM breakdown.
They should be,
which
because
is-
the most recent one is absolutely
Short
fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's
wonderful.
great. I think it's great. I think it's got some really funny moments in it. But yeah, you should definitely watch that afterwards because Gav makes those. The funny Welsh man who said things he shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
He got too drunk. May remember, has a beard. Terrible man. But he's actually very talented on the sly, and you should check out his work.
He's a legend. When I saw him on one of the OXM breakdown videos, the driver San Francisco one, I was like, why is Adam Buxton in this video? It's like I was the same thing. I was like, why did OXM employ the singer from the music? What's going on there?
I realised actually, I didn't look like the singer from the music back then, but I looked like the singer from the music did
Oh, really?
back then. Like,
so
so
right,
now
yeah.
we don't look anything like each other, but it's like maybe at some point
You'll
in the near
cross
future,
paths.
I'm going to travel back in time
Yeah,
and
yes.
form the music.
And you'll get like a northern accent. And
Well, no, because I was originally from up north.
were you?
I can be northern. Yeah, I used to live up near Manchester. For a
Oh
long
my
time.
god, that's seamless.
That's pretty good.
Did the sun shine?
And the sunshine. Oh yeah. Obviously, you know the most popular phrase that most people want to learn in Mancunian is what the fuck are we looking at? What are we looking at?
Fuck you looking
What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
I love it because your eyeballs instantly glazed over.
Yeah, no, it's
Amazing.
I do actually love Manchester. It's an amazing city.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah, no, I grew up well outside of Manchester in a little cosy, sleepy village thing called Knutsford, which is ridiculously
Knutsford.
nice. It's actually where they make the Lego games. Traveller's Tales make the Lego games there.
Boom.
It's nice because my first a kind of meshing thing with the games industry. The first time I really kind of got involved with the whole development of games and video games was when I used to deliver pizzas to them when they were making Star Wars.
Yeah. And they were in crunch time.
Yeah, they were basically on crunch, and we get orders for about 30 pizzas.
Aggressive torpedo, which I'm going to assume is aggressive Tor, who is a pedo.
I thought that was a reference about me. I don't know.
No, claims we're wasted, which is not true.
No, this is the first time I've imbibed alcohol.
We've also been asked
couple of hours,
if we're...
so.
Oh, try not to injure your teammates. Right.
In the words of the
See how
Incredible
much I've
Hulk,
played
you wouldn't like me when I'm wasted.
Shit. Someone's also asked if Start Select has gone forever. What do I press to do a thing?
Did anyone here did anyone here or in the control booth edit the Snake Not Old news video?
No.
Was that Cameron?
Maybe. I don't know.
Cam.
Am I dead now?
Yeah, that's not you playing because you're not hitting the mouse.
Yeah. No, but like, I can get back.
Interesting thing, if you're playing this with
Ca-
bots and you die and there's a bot still alive in your team, you can take over them.
Oh, really?
Which is quite cool. Only in casual mode.
That is good.
Because they wanted to know what the music was that was used on it. I don't know. If Cameron's on the chat, throw it in there.
We should probably address whether or not Start Select is dead. It's not. We're just on a week holiday while we try some other things.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys have caught GS News. That is a program that is full of news, and sometimes they will do all of the good news.
But it's only about
one
news
story.
titles starting with G and S. So
Yes.
This is like every week we're going to change up the letters.
Yeah.
Gunther Strike.
So it's N. So it's XZ news next week. We expect it's going to be a light.
Yeah.
light
It's going to be a pretty easy week. We're going to be drunk for most of it. But
yeah. So check out GameSpot with GS News. If you've any opinions on it, good and bad, let us know. Chuck it in there. It's a time of experimenting.
indeed.
You're going to go to
with
Thailand
drugs,
to find yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna try some group sex. See how that works out.
Totally.
Well, can we get some more people in first?
Yeah. I think I'm pretty
'Cause I
liberal,
mean,
but I want to find where my boundary is.
Oh, totally.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wondered what it might be like to have someone else watch me while I'm.
Wow. All right. See the
playing
chicken.
Counter-Strike. Yeah, I
in
did
that
see
room.
the chicken. Oh, a chicken!
Yeah, but the chickens in the old game used to only be in the market. Now they're everywhere.
Oh,
It's
really?
like they broke the map.
See, that's what I call it. That's what I call
Chickens
improvement.
Brilliant.
I think that'd be great. Imagine a game where every 0.1 improvement of the build, they add another chicken. And you wouldn't notice for ages. You wouldn't notice for a while.
Warcraft would be like
there's just so
chicken
many
massacre. It'd just be everywhere.
I just like that as a subtle feature.
Yeah,
Just
chicken.
more in the patch notes, more chickens.
Yeah, it's like-
if you're an
it's-
indie dev, just do this now.
It's like, what was it? It's like, what was the Minecraft one? It was Holobren, or what's the guy's name?
Herobrine.
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 Herobrine
Removed Herobrine.
Yeah.
It was from a
Every time
creepypasta.
it was like this fake
about,
character that apparently exists inside games.
It was supposedly Notch's dead brother.
Oh, that's
And
messed
Notch
up.
liked the creepypasta so much that they put it into all the update notes. But when they fully released the game and it came out of beta, they no longer had Herobrine in there. It was the first time it was ever missing from
Oh, really?
update notes. How do I reload on this?
Bob the Catlaw says he's the most famous gamer on the Isle of Skye. Can he be a GameSpot partner?
Yes, there's a guy in the chat who's claiming to be the best gamer in all of Brazil, and he wants to be a GameSpot partner.
That's a hefty. It's a hefty comment.
I am the biggest game in Jamaica, and I will never grow old.
What?
No.
Was that a joke?
It was a reference to a song,
Oh,
I
damn
believe.
it.
But yeah,
Oh, I
it was,
don't
it
know
was
it.
technically.
Is it one of those Bob Marley songs? Or was it
Just-
Usain Bolt song?
Just edit it out. We'll do another edit. If you saw that, you didn't see it. Just,
No,
it's
you're
a live edit.
telling you, this is live.
It's a live
You
edit.
guys are
It's
so
fine.
drunk
Seb's
in the
not
live
even-
stream.
If we ask them really
He's not
nicely,
even
they'll
paying
just forget it ever
watching.
happened.
Seb is literally snorting coke off a hooker's tits right now.
As he puts his headphones on.
Probably.
Yes, for everyone watching who's asking about Counter-Strike Go, yes, Counter-Strike Go has actually been released. You can buy this now if you want for like something like 15 quid. I don't know
not
what
bad.
that is in
Not
America dollars. I don't know, 200, let's say.
$200.
I don't know.
Why not?
What's the exchange right now?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
You go over and buy loads of stuff.
So many copies of Counter-Strike. It'd be fucking great.
You could play all of them. You could play a whole LAN game on your own.
$15 apparently.
$15. Well, that's like 12 quid.
£11.99 pennies.
Hey,
I
I'm
love
pretty
how
good
fast
at
these
exchange
people are on the
rate.
internet.
I don't know, these guys are the best. Somebody's asking in euros.
Oh, I got flashbanged.
Tricky one.
I got flashbanged.
Which movie licensed game do you think is the least worst from the Brown?
I like the way that was phrased.
Least worst.
GoldenEye.
Oh.
GoldenEye's easy, isn't it? But can we do recent ones?
I was about to say Butcher Bay. Escape.
That is good.
I was about to say Escape from
Because I had a
Mississippi,
surprising
Butcher
amount
Bay.
of fun with the Green Lantern game, which I was expecting to
Really?
be terrible. It was actually pretty good fun. I mean, it wasn't great. I would not recommend going out and buying it. But if you see it on a shelf for a £5
Yeah.
and you're kind of bored, it's actually good fun. I really liked it.
One of my favourite, it's not really a movie license game, but it's apparently a sequel, is, and it's actually one of my least, I think it's one of the most underrated games on the current generation, is Stranglehold. And it's supposed to be like a sequel to
Hard-boiled.
Hard Boiled. Stranglehold is brilliant.
Yeah.
Stranglehold is absolutely, any game where you right click, if you play on PC it's brilliant, and you jump and you can like land on like a kitchen cart and just ride around on it shooting people. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, I like the way they've got kind of mild elements of that in Sleeping Dogs, which we've been playing a lot of recently.
I've only
just in the way they're kind of like little touches, nothing as extreme as kind of like the whole constant John Woo style. But, you know...
Stranglehold is the best Max Payne game that came out.
Yeah,
before.
Before Max Payne.
I haven't played much Max Payne 3 yet.
I haven't touched it, and I was so excited, and I just then forgot to pick it up.
Everything I've heard about it says it's quite long, and I'm not interested in games
I've heard
that are
it's a
quite
little
long.
bit too long.
Says XCOM, Enemy Unknown Man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've obviously spent like 150 hours playing one PC game in the past 2 months, but no, I don't know, there's something about when people say games are long, often that what they don't mean is that they take a lot of time. I think it's something about that. It's almost like, I used to work in market research for 2 years before I started doing any specific game stuff. I did stuff about games in that, and it was interesting that a lot of the time what that was about was you listen to what people would say, you try and work out what they meant. And whenever people said that it's too long, what they meant was it gets boring. I get the impression with I'm back on again. Let's die a lot. Is a game that was about 13 hours and probably should have been about 7, because people said by the end of it you're just very aware that you are just shooting people. All
just
the
repeating
time.
the same kind of mechanics, right?
I have to find that I'm looking forward to the end of games, even when I start them. Like Mass Effect 3, I still haven't completed yet, and right from the off, I was like, I'm not really interested in having any more. Like, I enjoy the gameplay of it, but I am more interested in what happens at the end than I am just playing it.
What's the magic one?
Bottle opener.
Yeah,
here it is. So I still haven't played it. Like I went back and played it about
just firing an AK into the air.
That was a proper point break moment from Guy. Oh, right.
So I'll get that open for you.
Yeah, I went back and played some Mass Effect 3, and I did the levels where you're like inside of the... God, I can't even remember any of the names of the species. Inside of the, you know, robot dudes, the Quarians hate.
I don't know. I've never played a Mass
Legion
Effect game.
is the character. Though Geth, thank you. The main,
No, Geth, come on, Geth, keep guessing.
And you're inside of, there's a level where you're inside of their like computer.
Yeah.
You're inside their like hive mind or whatever. That was absolutely incredible.
Okay.
I need to go back and play some more.
I have been meaning to go back and either restart or finally bloody complete, number one, Deus Ex Human Revolution, but also Shadows of the Damned, because that was one of my favourite games of recent times. But there are just these 2 bits where your girlfriend's chasing you, and if she touches you, you die.
Oh, I saw someone playing that.
It's not fun, it's just stressful, and it makes me annoyed.
Really?
Because I'm crap at those bits. And it makes me feel like, 6 years old again, when I was just like, about like the fucking turtles in Super Mario.
Yeah.
That's I played some of kind of what you said there, reminded me of Catherine. And I played a bunch of that when it came out first, and I still haven't completed it.
Catherine's fascinating, but it's bloody awful as a game. Like, it's such a hard puzzle game. I actually nailed it, and I completed the whole thing in about 5.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah, because basically what it was it took me a while to get my head into the right space to do the puzzles. But then as soon as it clicked, I was like, oh, I can do this. And I could just do all the puzzles because my head understood how they worked.
Yeah.
But I think if I'd taken a break, I would have lost it again. It was just I got into a synergy with how it worked and did it all in one sitting.
I had this thing with Catherine where it reminds me of like old adventure games where I'm not really enjoying the gameplay. I'm literally just doing it so I find out what happens in the story.
Yeah.
Like the parts of the bar and the conversation stuff is so much fun, and I almost hate when I have to go back to do the block stuff. It's just like, which kind of actually works in a way because he as the character hates being in the nightmare world. So it's almost like when you come out of it, like the character is, you're relieved and happy. And
it's a fine line to tread,
like.
Well,
that's why you drink more in the bar, because you don't want to go back to do more puzzles when you fall asleep or something.
I think the interesting thing about Catherine, though, is the fact that the bits that are really enjoyable are the bits which aren't traditional game. And it's almost like this old school thing of people have a story or something they want to do, but then they feel like they need to go and put a traditional game into it. And I think the most exciting and an important series at the moment is
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, which is just narrative. And actually, the bits that don't work are every episode it has a puzzle. Yeah. And it breaks the flow because you're walking around for 10 minutes going, oh, what am I doing? And you're just so into it, and you lose this connection with it, and it's weird. Actually, I never thought.
Shit.
That's nice. But no, I want them just to do the story. Like,
oh, Timur's in. Timur Hussein, Oro.
Hi, Timur.
At the bottom, Guy Cocker's just left the game.
Rage quit, Guy Cocker.
But no, I mean, if people haven't played the Walking Dead games, they need to play them. I think they are.
I played the first one.
I just played the third today.
Really?
And wow, it's different. I mean, the second one was fantastic. The third one is fantastic for different reasons.
Actually, let's starting here. Let me.
Yeah.
Hop on.
Go for it.
I'll go back
I feel like
on
I'm jumping in front of your bullet here.
Yeah, I wasn't doing very well, I'll be honest.
We're going to start a new game, folks. I believe this will probably be the last one.
Yes, indeed.
Hop on in. Yeah, I played the first one, and on like the sort of, we have a Steam account that's called press account that's called the games on it, so I haven't played it on my own one yet. And I really enjoyed it, but there's part of me that kind of wants to wait until it finishes and then play them all in a row.
Nah, I think you should get involved.
Are the breaks good?
Like, they're nice, and I think it's more that it's great to do it because there's so much. Because even though the weird thing is you do make decisions during the episodes, but it's not really the kind of like Mass Effect thing where there's ever a real promise that the decisions you're going to make are going to make a fundamental impact on the game. The story is pretty much a roller coaster, and you kind of like, you are kind of strapped in. Yeah. But you don't care because it's just so good. So actually, you end up having conversations about what you chose, but it's less about a game of being like, oh, I chose this and then this happened. It's more about how it impacts you. Because when you make a decision, it's not just like you make a decision and expect it to impact the game. It's more that
it's not splitting constantly.
It sits with you, and you're like, oh, I can't believe I did that, and you kind of walk away from it going, and you. It's more, in the same way that Catherine's really good, actually, is you walk away from it thinking, I know more about myself as a person now.
I definitely found out when I played Catherine.
And I'm not sure I like what I know.
Totally, yeah.
So it's really good.
I started playing Catherine just as, like, my girlfriend of 8 years had moved to Dubai, and I was living in London on my own. Oh, wow. And I was playing this game going, God, I'm a bad person if this is the decisions I've been making, you know. Yeah. Thankfully, apparently, real world Danny has some sort of conscience.
It is this weird thing when it asks you some question, Catherine, you end up like literally looking around the room as it's to go.
Is there anyone? Are they sharing? Am I going to get achievements? Going to let them know what happened? Or because I like interesting as well when you answer some of the questions, then it gives you a percentage of what other people answered. Yeah. And some of it I was genuinely surprised with. It was just like, wow.
Well, I love that in The Walking Dead as well. When you get to the end of the episode, you roughly make 5 or 6 big decisions throughout the game, and I recommend actually if you do play it, you can switch it off on the menu so it doesn't tell you when you've made a decision.
Oh yes.
So you kind of like, it leaves it more ambiguous, which is nice.
But it's even to the point where if you talk with somebody, they say they'll remember that.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. I think you should turn that off because it's nice to leave it airy. But yeah, especially in the third episode, actually, there's a lot of choices you have to make where a lot of people have really clearly gone for the pragmatic choice. Yeah, yeah. It's just kind of like, oh, we're bad people. We've completely set our emotions aside and gone, well, maybe this person should just die. Nice.
Killing bots.
Oh, bots.
Yeah. Nice. So this is only.
Bob the Cat Lol wants us to tell them a joke.
I'm terrible at this. I hate when people say.
An Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman walk into a bar, but an air of sectarian hatred and nationalism prevents them from enjoying their drink.
That is nice.
Quack, quack, quack.
It's lots of things. Nice is not a word, I would say. It's funny and insightful and true.
Bob the Cat Lol says, lol.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
Lol by name, lol
He
by
lolls,
nature.
and he plays with balls of fur.
I thought this was... Oh, we've joined in someone else's game, have we? I hate when this happens.
Oh, we're in Alan Partridge's game. Aha! That's his catchphrase, you know.
Is it?
Johnny, you're not funny.
That rhymes.
Says Mark Walton.
That's mean.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, Russia
Johnny.
hates you, Mark Walton. Almost as much as they hate me.
Yep.
We both went to get visas today and none of us got
Man in
them.
the window
Really?
says 5.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh.
We're getting them on Friday or the next day. We have to go back to the Russian embassy with all our paperwork.
Wear a funny
we
hat.
walked in and they
Wear
said,
a furry
"Where
hat."
are your papers?"
I love it.
They didn't really. That would be Germany. That'd be Nazi Germany, actually.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I find it's very rare you walk into Nazi Germany these days.
Did you see David Cameron making that joke?
I did.
It's the funniest thing ever.
He gets
He
a laugh as well.
He gets a kind of a like a shouldn't have said that laugh. And he does this thing, and so there's a video online. If you type in David Cameron papers into Google, YouTube, whatever, I'm sure it'll pop up. He does this thing where at a certain point, he knows he's about to tell the joke, and he kind of steps forward.
Oh, he's like,
on
I'm
stage.
ready for my funny
Here
voice
we
now.
go.
It's time for the
Yeah.
funny voice.
Just like they taught me, you know, just like the media people taught me,
despise
just like
that
Andy
man.
Coulson taught me. Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea that David Cameron could somehow pretend he's not evil by making jokes about the Nazis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much like all he can do.
Here comes the reshuffle, motherfuckers. Check out my Minister for Equality, who has voted against all kinds of gay equality legislation.
I'm not putting loads of people in trains. Come on.
Wow. Sorry. This is the type of conversation that Chuck Norris would not appreciate. Have you seen that video?
You know, Chuck Norris, before he goes to bed, checks under his bed for Liam Neeson. Because he punches walls.
Did you guys see the Chuck Norris video where he says there'll be 1,000 years of darkness if Obama gets re-elected?
Wow. Wow.
I thought it was a joke.
No.
I was watching it laughing, going, "Oh, I love Chuck Norris. He's so self-aware. He's so into his like persona."
Oh,
and then I was still watching, and I was like, "Wait,
Well.
his wife is in this. Wait,
You're going to have to hand back your meme membership card.
Yeah.
it's not funny anymore. Why is he?
That
why
is not a fun Chuck
why is
Norris
he-
fact.
Why is he
like-
citing scripture? And then I
Chuck
realised
Norris
it's
doesn't
true.
do push-ups, he pushes the earth down.
It's like all those
funny Chuck Norris
It's like all those fun phone calls I get from Mel
Chuck
Gibson.
Norris hates homosexuals.
Not
so
funny
good.
fact.
Yeah.
He calls me up and he's like, blah, 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 blah.
We're now predictably being asked what our political allegiances are.
Zenu.
Says
The planet
Hail
Calgon
Zenu.
5. He will come and he will destroy your puny planet.
Well, as for my political allegiance, I play Protoss, so that's me.
I'm apathy. I go for
I just like a government that isn't screwing us all over.
yeah.
I'm not particularly fussed about the colour of their badges. Just people who aren't
What about their
selflessly
skin?
screwing us over for money.
I guess
would-
like most of us, I would count myself a liberal.
Yeah, I would.
You have to
Finally,
be, really, otherwise you're evil.
Yeah.
That's sort of the way it works, I think.
Yeah.
No, you're a socialist. I love how that word's just being pulled out. Nobody who says socialist on like American political debate knows what the word. Or they,
Yeah, the
they're
socialists
using-
are awful. They used to try and give me free newspapers when I was at university, and I hate that stuff.
Well, it's like the whole West Wing thing, like with the I can't remember if it's the debate when Bartlett's running for re-election or whether it's the Santos campaign. Where he's like, you call me a socialist like it's a bad word. Like I'm proud to be a socialist.
I think that was Santos.
It was.
That's good. Yeah, let's not talk about politics anymore.
Okay.
Don't talk. What is it? Religion.
Oh,
and
Tamor likes
politics.
Boris Johnson's wig though.
Or pets. Don't work with pets or children or politicians. That's what they say. Oh, that was lovely. I like that. You shot
Shooting
a man
people
in
in
the
the
back.
back is the best part
Oh,
of it.
Robert Ford
Shot him
style.
Right in the back.
Ah.
I thought you said Robert Frost there. I was like,
No, Robert Ford.
he's a poet.
The coward, Robert Ford. Oh, Robert Frost. He's one of my favourite poets. Stopping by woods on an evening, or a snowy evening. It's great.
Don't talk about politics,
Poet,
Children,
poetry,
dogs, or
children,
poetry.
dogs, or religion on the
Oh,
podcast.
I am about 30 seconds away from flipping this table.
Don't worry, we're about 30 seconds away from finishing this.
You can flip that
Live
table as well
stream.
because it's like soft. It's a squishy table.
It is a
It's
squishy
more,
table.
it's more of a giant poof.
You're a giant poof.
Yeah, I kind of
I suppose, yeah, really, we ought to start wrapping this
No,
up.
we gotta finish the game. I got.
We can finish the
two
game
people
without
have the knife. Look, he's
streaming.
got the knife. He was gonna kill me. He's gonna win the map. We can finish it right now. Somebody's won.
Somebody's won.
MM3.mjl.
So on that note, no to more. We won't take our shirts off. Yeah,
Speak for yourself.
Not on camera.
No, I don't ever take this off.
I don't
If I
ever
take
take
this
this
shirt off, there's another version of this shirt underneath it.
It's like an infinite
endless,
thing.
endless shirts.
It literally makes
Like
my
a hall
life
of mirrors.
a living hell. I can't. You know how hard it is to have a shower or make love.
But you could just
when
keep selling
you
your
have this
t-shirts and
infinite
have
shirt.
like infinite money.
Well, what? Why else do I have that stand in Camden Market?
Oh yeah, I did wonder.
Alright, let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks very much for tuning into community service today. Thanks very much for playing Counter-Strike with us. It's been real.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been great. It's been great to have Matt Lees.
Yeah, I am Matt Lees from Official Xbox Magazine. If you want to see more videos of me, you can go to our YouTube channel.
What if people don't want to do that, but they want to hear your voice and maybe 3 other voices?
Oh, well, there's also, there's a podcast I do which is remarkably naughty and should not be listened to by children, but it's called Regular Features and it's on iTunes.
It is my favourite.
Is that
podcast.
printed on paper as well?
Right. It's not printed on paper, no. There aren't enough trees in the world. But yeah, you could do that. If you want to hear me talking about games, Official Xbox Mag on YouTube. If you want to hear me talking about terrible things, then I'm on iTunes as Regular Features.
I
just
think you've been
rewatched this
talking into the
video.
wrong camera for the whole time. No, he's on the right camera.
No, it's got the light.
No, but I'm pointing at the one with the... Yeah, that's the right one.
All right. Hey Seb, why is the one with the light not the one? Oh, God damn it.
I think they both have lights.
No, they don't. One has.
What if I do this? Has lights moved?
Look.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it
light's
does.
there now.
Yeah.
Seb's just worked out how to use the equipment.
Seb forward. Yeah.
Or
Amazing.
has he been screwing with us for the last
Very
hour and a half?
You're the best.
It's nothing to do with which camera is live.
Don't worry about it. Cheers, bro.
Right.
Matt Lees, thank you very much for coming on.
Pleasure,
man.
pleasure.
We will get you on again for the UFO Enemy Unknown
Oh,
launch
dude,
or
I'd
something.
love
We will
that, yeah.
Definitely play that.
I would totally get killed by aliens.
Perfect. Yeah, see you, Johnny. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks very much for tuning in, folks. And we're going to do something next week. There's another announcement happening next week that we'll be using this studio, but we'll do something. I'm not sure who we're getting in. I don't know. I don't even know if we should talk about it. So let's breeze over it. I'm not even sure if it's a thing.
Edit it
But
out.
we will.
Shit.
Seb, edit that out. Hit the red button that turns off the. Perfect. All right. So yeah. See you then. Bye bye. Everyone say bye.
I forgot to talk about Feedback Killer. Oh well.
Oh.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
It's okay.
Screw
Feedback.
you guys.
Yeah.
Screw you
Johnny,
guys.
talk about Feedbackula. We're back. Look, we're literally feedback.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Just correct.
There's a new show. It's about your feedback. It's called Feedbackula, and the first episode's going up this week. And
Do you wear a cape?
No.
Oh, get a cape.
He wants to suck your comments.
I hope it won't be shit.
That sounded like Brian Crescente for a second there.
From Kotaku. Anyway, new show. Watch it. Me in it. Lols. Bye.